Hello folks, Zanast here with a quick tips video on ways to streamline your alchemical journey with Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. I'll point out a few key talents that can really help, how to brew the best potions, and how to speed up the process of brewing in general. One of the points that initially deterred me from this fantastic game is that when you come to save your progress, you need a potion. Thankfully, Save Your Schnapps is easier to come by in the sequel than the initial outing for our lad Henry. First of all, we're going to need some raw materials. You can find plenty of herbs and flowers pretty much anywhere, but you'll need specific conditions for certain herbs. Save Your Schnapps, our quick save potion, requires belladonna and nettles. Nettles are easy enough to nab. This weed grows most places and is rather easy to spot with its distinctive shape. Belladonna, however, typically grows in open clearings within and surrounding forest areas. It sort of springs from the ground, narrow at the base and expanding as it rises, with purple flowers attached to it. And once you know what to look for, you'll find your eyes naturally being able to pick them out among similar looking shrubbery. While you're at it, I recommend grabbing the survival perk Leg Day. This gives you experience towards your strength main stat every time you gather herbs, allowing you to get jacked as easy as 1, 2, 3. Herbs in hand, it's time to brew. But first, I'd recommend drying out every single herb you have to ensure that they don't spoil. Luckily for us, the alchemy desk in Troskowitz already has a drying rack right next to it. This way you can stockpile herbs without the fear of your stash turning bad, then having to go for another herb hunt when you need more potions. Now, as standard, dried herbs do count against you when you're brewing. Fresher ingredients lead to higher grades of potions, but your talents can negate this problem. The main talent for this is Secret of Equilibrium. It provides you with a bit of leeway, making it easier to get the best results. Should you forget to grind something, let your mixture boil for longer than instructed, or use dried herbs rather than fresh ones, you won't be penalised and potentially lose out on the highest strength potion you're looking to brew. The counterpoint to Equilibrium is the Secret of Matter talents. These reward you with extra potions for each successful brew. There are 2 levels to each of these options, though they are mutually exclusive. If you pick Equilibrium 1, you can't pick Matter 1, but you can still spec into Secret of Matter 2. I think choosing Equilibrium 1 and then Matter 2 is the best of both worlds. You benefit from Equilibrium making your success easier, while Secret of Matter 2 gives you 2 extra potions as opposed to the 1 extra gifted by the first tier of this particular talent. But if you fancy yourself a real-life Severus Snape, you can forego Equilibrium altogether, grab both Secret of Matters, and instead go with Dark Arts Apprentice, essentially doing the same thing as Equilibrium, but only during the early hours of the morning. It also gives a nice boost to your more dastardly talking skills when you're conversing with riffraff. Secret of Secrets is required to make the Henry version of each potion. These are the strongest potions you can achieve and give juiced up effects when compared to the basic version. Using the talents we've talked about already, you should be making these with no trouble whatsoever, even with a few mistimings or slip-ups now and then. To speed up the process of brewing, once you're in the swing of things, you shouldn't even need the hourglass to time your pot on the boil. For Save Your Schnapps, you can add the wine, throw 1 dried nettle into the pot, then as it's bubbling away, you've still got time to add both portions of dried belladonna to the mortar, grind them up, and directly add them to the pot for boiling. Count about 8 seconds before moving the cauldron up. Finally, pouring the concoction into a phial. Voila, bon appétit. If you really enjoy alchemy, Potion Seller is pretty self-explanatory.
Potion Seller, I'm telling you, I need your strongest potions.
A tidy 30% extra groschen for your potions makes it worth your while and becomes a solid source of income. And once you've done a big batch cook, simply store the excess away while keeping a fair amount on you at all times for quick saving before a fight or a major event that you might want to tackle differently. Knowing you've got a big stash of potions can really take away the hesitation you might feel at using them because it's a consumable. Well, that's all I've got for you today. I hope you found some of that helpful. Do let me know down in the comments if there's anything I've missed, or feel free to share any tips of your own. Thank you very much for watching, take care of yourself, and have a wonderful day. Toodle pip.